Country. Benazir Bhutto's niece, Fatima Bhutto, has in the past been very critical of government policies here, including the policies of her aunt Benazir. She's prepared a special report for More 4 News reflecting her personal views on the country's future.
Today, for the people of Pakistan, the popular expectation of what politicians can deliver seems to have dimmed. These are areas that we're driving through right now that are politically isolated in the extreme. These are not areas that vote. These are not areas that know where their polling stations are. This is LIYARI, one of Karachi's most dense, ethnically diverse and deprived neighborhoods. Its citizens have always displayed an enthusiasm for politics. But after decades of military dictatorship and corrupt civilian governments, many feel excluded from the political process, disenfranchised and disconnected. It has not always been like this. In the early 1970s, my grandfather, Fatima Bhutto, implemented Roti Kapra or Makan, his program for the people's food, clothing and housing. The elections which had brought him to power were the very first time that the people of this country voted in a government of their choice. But in 1977 he was deposed as Prime Minister by the military coup of General Zia-ul-Haq, and over the next 2 years tortured and hanged. Now, his vision lays in tatters along with the 1973 Constitution. That Constitution was crippled by General Zia. Besides this jarring poverty, most striking is the complete absence of the state in people's welfare. The masses are dispossessed of any power to influence politics. What the women have been saying here about the police is that they are more frightened of the police hurting them than anyone else. That there is crime here and it's the police who are involved. One woman actually said, when I asked her about the crime, that it's actually the police who do it, in her opinion, that they're the ones involved. The police everywhere are involved in criminal activities and murder, in looting. They are the main perpetrators of injustice here in Karachi. But violence is not unique to deprived neighborhoods like LIYARI. On the 20th of September 1996, my father, Fatima Bhutto, was assassinated by a carefully laid police trap a few yards from our house. He was killed execution style by a bullet to the neck as he lay in a police van. My friend, Sabine Jatoi's father, was also murdered. 12 years later, and still no justice.
Well, democracy should mean justice to the people. But this incident, especially where we're standing right now with the police right behind us, meant to protect us, ended up murdering my father and 6 other people. To me, democracy here is not justice. They'll do it again and again and again until you don't make people accountable for the crimes that they commit.
The lack of democracy is so staggering that fingers always gravitate towards the usual bogeyman, the 3 A's. America, the army, and Al-Qaeda. But on the ground, the reality is much simpler. It is the complete lack of accountability that is to blame. The absence of water, sanitation, justice. These are the crimes. And the criminals are the politicians who cheat the people who elect them. For the people of Pakistan, this denial of democracy will always be brutal.